with my son who is sick from wanting to go live because something was brought to my attention. Did you know we have been here 2 months, and ever since these past 2 months they've been hard. Now more than ever. Seeing your son disappear right before your eyes is nothing. Oops, I don't know if I can show that. Is not fun at all. But what I wanted to talk about was an item is being documented. They scan everything. And I didn't know that everything they scan, they're billing the insurance. It's okay because it's insurance, but still. Every blanket, every towel they bring in, just to fly him here, a 30-minute flight was $45,000 that the insurance had to pay. Today is, I have no clue. Today is January the 13th, 5/27. Emotions the same. Everything is not where we would like it to be. We were supposed to get out December 21st and be released into Houston because my son is awaiting the heart transplant. Upon throwing, I don't feel good, and I said, okay. I said, well, what's the problem? He says, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I want to stay. Anything happens, we'll get you where you have to get. That's Halo flight coming in. So, as time went on, that night, Omar got sick. And I'm only doing this so I can go back and look at it and, remind myself of what happened. I saw his monitor because he has a cord coming out the right side of his stomach that connects. Well, we had to learn how to read that battery pack to know how he's missing. If the suction flow or suction alarm goes off, you pick up his legs. I'm just going to be going back and forth. Back on the 21st, we're supposed to get out. That night, I talked to the doctor and I said, Doctor, do you think that baby Omar's trying to make himself throw up? And she says, well, I talked to him again. We didn't sleep all that night. He had anxiety because Monday was coming up. And sure enough, Monday morning, he was a little bit pale. Again, not too pale to cause concern. Doctors were coming in, checking up on him. Then we changed shifts. This whole time, doctors were training the new residents that have been there for 3 days how to do the bad. Little did I know I would give permission for them to do it, and that would be my downfall because they didn't know what it was. So one of the residents, the lines, his flow's just almost basically flat. I don't coordinator, and we'll call her Miss B. So I text her and I text her a picture and I said, is this normal? She says, nothing at all. So I'm thinking, okay, so that must, no news is good news is what I always say. 2 hours expenses to have the surgery that Omar was doing okay. And from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 4, he just did a spiral. He went down, downhill. Since the 21st of December, he's been in ICU. And so After I sent that picture, no response, no news is good news. I thought I still was concerned because he was getting more pale. So what did I do? I called the hotline. They answered and I said, Miss B, can you come down and assess Omar to make sure everything's okay? And sure enough, she comes down. And right away, Miss A calls a code. And you walk these halls in this hospital and you see no doctors. But as soon as they call a code, they come running from everywhere. In a sense, I'm grateful. And then in another sense, I'm not, because this is a research hospital. I don't think I can say the name, but I'm going to hold off for that. So then, all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're racing over to ICU. I still don't know what's going on. The doctors don't know what's going on. And what happened was he got sepsis, so he went into septic shock. I was real concerned. I stood outside that door while they were intubating, while they were doing everything to, I guess what you can call sustain life, because he was very ill at the time. Meanwhile, they did, and so Furo wouldn't update me. And meanwhile, I'm standing there looking in through the glass, watching them work on him. And then 3 hours later, they told me, they said, your son's real sick. Have you called mom? I told them we tried to get a hold of her. She has specific hours she can answer her phone because she's at work. And so I got a hold of her sister, let her know what's going on. And now we find ourselves here, weeks later, and Omar chokes me in position, and I most definitely would have never imagined that this would have occurred or happened to him. He's very lovable, very outgoing. You know, if he can help someone, he'll help them. He gets upset saying why he wished he was back home, playing soccer with his friends, going to the store after school. I've spent hours upon hours getting him to sleep. But I wasn't gonna talk this. Reset his password on his Xbox again because he forgot it. And we finally changed it. So he's right now he's playing, but he told me, Dad, I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to write. I told him that was fine. Whatever he wanted. Then they put him on restriction, trying to tell me, oh, he can only have 1 liter of fluids, and I'm telling him, well, if y'all are accounting for whatever's going in his IV, and plus whatever we give him, that doesn't leave us any room to give him, to quench his thirst. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of live streams because there's parents out there that wishing the best or hoping for the best, feeling hopeless, wondering why this happened, not asking why, but just wondering where we dropped the ball, because he was healthy up until October the 7th. I just ask we get through this. We have a long road ahead of us. A long road ahead of us. We have to still go in front of the medical review board, see if he can even qualify to receive the heart. But with infection upon infection upon infection, we'll continue to be here with him. We will leave on the 18th, the day before his mom arrives. Give them some time. Just us. There's plenty of people. You know, when you seem that you're the only one that's going through this, it's not. There's others that are worse that have been here longer. But I don't know what I pushed. Let's see, October, November, December. Will be 3 months. October the 17th oil. I'm gonna cut it short because my phone's dying. Again, I'll go live some more and we'll go into some details as far as he's a blessing. Parents, hug your kids every night because I made the mistake of staying away for too long, but I'm here when it counts, and I'll always be there when it counts. Signing off, guys.